shot.
Right on that. Over here. Look to the left, please. Look to the left. Look to the left, please. Thank you.
I'm really honored to be speaking today. My name is Elizabeth Banks, and Ray knew me as an actor, director, and producer. I had a special bond with Ray. We met on a little film, The Details, back in 2010, and he blew me away. I always admired his acting, but I genuinely enjoyed him as a human. Although he's known for playing tough guys, I found him to be charming and a little mischievous, which made him interesting as both an actor and a man, and truly perfect for Cocaine Bear, the film that we recently made together. It's a total romp. It's a zany horror comedy. And after he read the script, Ray asked me for more jokes. He was like, everybody's got funny lines. I want to be quirkier. He got the tone, and he came to set every day excited, committed, professional. When any actor of Ray's caliber puts trust in you as a director, it's a gift. But Ray gave me so much more. There's an apocryphal story about Betty Davis that taught me pretty much all you need to know about the actor-director relationship. And the story goes like this. On the first day of a new project, Ms. Davis would come in early and sit at the head of the table. And if the director came in and took another seat, she knew she was going to walk all over him. But if he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Ms. Davis, that's my seat. Why don't you sit next to me?" then she knew she had a boss and they'd be off on the right foot. Ray was kind of like Betty Davis. He had little tests because he was not interested in suffering fools who didn't know where to sit. And I absolutely love him for that. There was no tricking Ray into doing anything, no cajoling. You could not BS this man. Just be straight, know your role, earn it. You see, I had been told by a big Hollywood producer that men like Ray wouldn't follow me as a director, that I couldn't direct action because of that. But I know where to sit, and Ray knew I did. So Ray's respect for me as a director, as his boss on set, meant everything to me, because if you can direct Henry Hill, you can do fucking anything in this town. And the emphasis is his because god dang it did he love F-bombs. I'm very grateful Ray Liotta blessed my life because I will carry the confidence he gave me forever. Ray had a great time in Ireland where we made the film, and when I think of him there, it's not on set. We all lived in a small town, Dalkey. It was just south of Dublin, and it had one main street, Castle Street, because there was a castle on it, along with, shops and pubs. And one night I was in a shop and I spied him out the window. He was on the street, arms linked with JC, his fiance, carrying a doggy bag, obviously walking home from dinner. And that is the image that I carry of Ray in my mind. Arm in arm with a woman he loved, smiling, probably a bit flushed from wine, in a place that he found really special. Because here's the crazy thing. Ray always thought he was Italian and Scottish. But he's adopted. By the way, the Italians, they really love Ray. So I hope this isn't too disappointing. On his last day of filming, he gave a rap speech to our crew in which he told us that he'd recently discovered through a genealogy thing that he was actually 85% Irish. And then he emotionally praised our crew and brought tears to people's eyes. That's the tenderness that Taryn's talking about. My friend Sigourney Weaver, she and I were texting about Ray, and she just said, he was an authentic, true blue guy, and I couldn't agree more. I'm very proud to have been in his company. I'm heartbroken he isn't here enjoying this with us, laughing at this rain. But I'm grateful to the Chamber of Commerce for marking this spot with his name, and I am grateful I got to hug Ray a couple weeks before he passed, and I got to show him our zany movie. And boy, am I grateful that he laughed. And he said, "Good job." Thanks. I'm going to start with a letter that Mr. Martin Scorsese wrote for today. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person today for the unveiling of a star for Ray Liotta. After Goodfellas, I always expected that I would work with Ray again. I thought he would always be there. I still find myself thinking, when will Ray and I make another picture? And then I remember he's gone. Far too soon. We think we have enough time, but we have no control over our fate. As so many filmmakers and fellow actors can tell you, Ray was a remarkable talent. On Goodfellas, we were working improvisationally most of the time, and the core group consisted of people I'd known and worked with for years. And Ray jumped right in. He never missed a beat. He fit in perfectly, and he was able to roll with the punches, figuratively and literally. Ray endured a terrible loss in the middle of the shoot. His beloved mother was dying, and he was called to see her one last time. We talked, and I told him he had to go and be with her, but he absolutely insisted on staying and finishing the day. I'll never forget how he built from what he was feeling in the moment, and on camera it was transformed into the euphoria of celebrating the Lufthansa heist. The release, the mourning, the grief transformed into uncontrolled laughter. Actually, the laughter was tears. Only an artist of Ray's caliber could have achieved this. It was a deeply moving moment, one that I'll never forget, and neither will Ray's fellow actors. That included my father, who was in the scene with him. As I said, I always expected to work with Ray again, at least once more. Now we're honoring his memory. Ray Liotta, he was truly one of the greats. If anyone is deserving of a new star on the Walk of Fame, it's Ray. Now this is from me. I want to thank Universal, Elizabeth, Taryn, my dad's amazing team, Beth, David, Brett, Jennifer C., Jennifer A., Nikki, and Warren. I want to thank JC, my dad's fiance, and our beautiful family. I'm so touched to be accepting this honor on behalf of my dad. I couldn't be more proud of him. He was a one-of-a-kind actor and the best friend, brother, and father anyone could ask for. I lucked out with you. If you have a Ray in your life, you're lucky. I love you so much. I thank you for your work and the imprint you left on me and all of those who love you. Everyone deserves a Ray in their life. Thank you.
When I first met Ray, I was, frankly, a bit scared of him. He was a tall, imposing man with a very intense gaze and an air of what can only be described as menace that emanated from him. This was one of the things that made him such a compelling screen presence. The other thing that made him so extraordinary to watch was his unparalleled capacity for vulnerability and tenderness. It was this side of himself he first showed me when I stepped on the set of Blackbird to play his son 2 years ago. I'd been trying to figure out how to approach him when he saw me, headed straight for me, and hugged me without saying a word. It sounds insignificant, but it wasn't. It instantly put me at ease, and a bond formed between us that I have always found it quite hard to describe. But I believe you can see it if you watch our on-screen relationship in Blackbird. Over the ensuing few weeks, we created a handful of scenes depicting a father and son whose love for one another is profound. When I watch those scenes, I know they are the best acting of my career. That's because of Ray. It's because he was that kind of rare artist who brought all of himself to his work. All of his intensity. All of his vulnerability. And in the case of our show, all of his love. I was deeply inspired by Ray. He was the epitome of an actor's actor. No bullshit. All about the work. Didn't suffer fools, and most importantly, he made everyone around him better. He elevated the work he was a part of. One of my last texts to him was a congratulations for his stellar performance in our show. He responded by saying, "You made it easy to love my son." Ray Liotta, you made it easy to love you back. Thank you.